Okay, here we go. Last time, our heroes started to make their journey to fight back against the Empire. But that's not important right now. It's been 3 months since the attack on Zento. Violet Zapata and Ali Shibata had returned to Brigada proper to help the Council in clearing up the streets and trying to bring order back to the city in the wake of Lady de Grey's death. Violet, proving to be a shrewd politician in her own right, managed to negotiate several deals with the help of Aoi and Naran that eventually spurred the Manaforge to protect the city and renewed relations between the Kellery Union and the Dwarven miners in Brigada slums. The work is not done, however. Violet, still feeling a sense of duty towards her own kind, sought to improve things with the local were tribes and right the xenophobic wrongs that the city's previous administrator had put in place. In the cold of winter, the council tasked her and Aoi to meet with the chieftain of the Cerebrianaya clan of werebears in hopes that they can increase trade and hopefully provide aid to the city's strongest defenders against the natural horrors that lie outside the city gates.
Cerebrianaya. So that's how you pronounce that.
Yeah, I probably pronounced it wrong.
Quick question. My inventory that I have current is what I have right now for this adventure.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't believe y'all got anything last session anyways that would change anything, so...
I got my ass handed to me.
I will say, however, since it has only been 3 months, the skills that you guys attained over the year, you do not have currently.
Huh.
But you do have your levels, so...
Wait, I have my levels. Okay. So we'll just take a 1 off of that. Sad day. So I roll something. Okay.
So, Aoi and Violet, the council has tasked you both with meeting with the local werebears that live to the north of the city. After Violet's success in renewing relations with the dwarves, they figured that it was probably a good idea to send her, since these are kind of her people anyway, and it might actually improve the chances of improving relations with them. The main purpose here is to make sure that the werebears are still on their side, because all the nasty things that are around Brigada proper, you don't want them getting in the middle of the city for sure, and they've been pretty good about protecting the city since its inception. A lot of the other were tribes, wolves, rats, ravens, things like that, live on the outside of the walls as well, and for the most part, they're the ones that keep them all in check. So, since it is winter, you two probably have winter clothes, if you would like to describe them.
Warm.
Good.
A big heavy, a very thick, heavy brown cloak.
Okay.
I want to have a hat that's got pre-made bear ears on it.
Like one of those little fuzzy hats with the dangly things on it.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, totally.
Even my ears are warm.
Yeah, and you said you wanted to wear your mother's dress also.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, that'll likely be under whatever's keeping me warm.
Yeah, you just got a big coat over top.
Damn right you are.
So, as all of you head out the northern gate, Violet, your father warned you that these people are very proud in their seclusion from the rest of the city. However, they do also feel a sense of duty to protect the place. But as of recent events, that might be up in the air, so who knows?
Do I know... Oh, here it is. Do I know? Do I know if it's just the increased taxes that had them disgruntled, or do I know if there's a ton of other factors that go into...
As far as you know, it's just the increased taxes. It might be something you need to look into when you get there.
Yep.
Aoi's traveling with you, obviously, as your bodyguard. The two of you have been growing closer lately. She's been helping keep an eye on you and keeping an eye out to make sure that nobody's trying to take advantage of you or, leverage your position now.
Good, because I doubt she'd figure it out for herself.
Oh yeah.
She got some work to do, some experience to get.
Ironically enough, she's more experienced than you are, so if you would like, you can use her for any type of advice or anything that you need through this transaction, I suppose.
Excellent.
But again, as you make your way out of the north of the city, there's a few grasslands and things before you get to the edge of the woods that are probably about 1.5 miles north of the city. On this side of the city walls, not as much farmland. There are some small villages and things as you move out further into the forest itself, but again, most of this area is inhabited by weird creatures.
Alright. And there's a large hodgepodge? Like that they just coexist? Or is it all separated?
It depends. Were-rats tend to kind of make little nests for themselves, but they also occasionally fan out. The werewolves obviously stay in packs. Were-ravens stay in flocks together, but they move around quite a bit. Were-boars tend to be more individual, and as you know, the were-bears have their large clans that stay together.
Yep. Alrighty. Well, do I have a good general idea where the clan I'm looking for, the Silverclaws, do I have a pretty good idea how to find them?
You were given a map to find where their base camp is.
Okay.
It is a little ways into the wood. You do know that it is next to a lake. A lot of their hunting and gathering they do is fish-based primarily. I mean, there are bears, so,
Is it salmon?
It is not salmon. Salmon do not exist in the lake.
Ah.
But there are trout.
Yeah,
and things
I
like
guess
that,
so. It
yeah.
makes sense.
Trout, bass, things like that. So, if you or Aoi would like to make a survival check to see if you know the way.
Yeah, sure. Let me just enact my prowess.
Okay. I was gonna say I can do it for you.
I hope you do. I hope we're both looking at this map, because she gonna try. She ain't gonna do well.
I mean, you had
Neither am I.
you had to beat a 10. It wasn't that high of a DC, so yeah.
Oh, well, thank God.
You both made it. So yeah, as you two are looking over the map, you find the trail. That's actually fairly easy to spot from where you are. It might get a little more difficult to see as you move out further into the woods, but you have a pretty good idea. You know where you're going.
Okay. And it had to be in the winter, didn't it? Mm-hmm. Do this when it was warmer.
I mean, that's pretty good for us because we can see what's coming. It's the snow on the ground, correct?
It is not snowing currently, but the trees the leaves are off the trees.
Oh, so there's no snow on the ground.
No, but it is super cold,
Oh.
and
Then yeah, this sucks then.
Is it windy?
it's pretty windy actually.
It's the worst. Cold is one thing, but the wind? Bleh. Let's get there quickly, because I don't want to freeze.
All right, lead the way, teddy bear.
Do.
Okay. As you two are walking, it is not a very long walk. However, because of the cold outside, I need you both to make con checks.
Shit. Just regular con?
Yes.
Wah, wah. Can be a save. Oh,
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't
it's
think we're making it to next session.
pretty fucking cold outside. It's the wind is biting, and it's slowing down your progress a little, so it's probably going to take you a little longer than you thought.
I'm glad I got this bear hat.
Yeah, well,
I'm glad I'm cold.
Violet, as you kind of pull your hat down around your ears, and Owie, at this point, I'll say you've also made yourself another sledge. Since you lost the old one when you guys found Ren.
Oh, cool.
She's made another what?
Her hat.
It's called a what?
Sledge.
Ah. Not what I would have thought that was called.
It may not be the proper name for it, but that's always what I've been told it was, so.
Huh.
Anyway, so yeah, it's going to take you a little bit longer to get there than you thought. What was a half-day journey probably now is going to get drug out into a full day.
Oh no, my short
Brutal.
legs.
And be out in this a whole day?
I don't know what you two are complaining about.
Who's that?
Your hammer.
Okay. Oh, you don't know, huh? Must be nice not to be able to feel what I'm feeling right now. Let's just go.
It's nice here.
Oh, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. You send some of that warmth this?
Let me try.
Does the hammer get any warmer?
No.
Damn it.
Oh, you can't blame
Wow.
me for trying.
I mean, what's the worst that was going to happen? It didn't happen?
She casts heat metal on your hammer.
That would be unfortunate.
Do I need to roll for that? This is Iris we're talking about here.
I hope she can't cast and, like, imbue my hammer with things. Oh, that's going to be fucking down the road.
No, nothing happens. So after a good bit of time, yeah, you stop for lunch. Still trying to make your way through the biting cold outside, and again, as you notice around, as you're getting closer to the forest, you can tell that the leaves are all off the trees. What little bit of farmland that is between Brigada proper and the forest, there's nothing planted currently, and what is there looks dead. It's a very desolate, nasty, cold day outside.
Well, chomp on our lunch and a couple sips of some apple juice, we'll get going.
Okay. And we'll say as the sun starts to set in the sky, you guys eventually make your way into the woods. You do find the trail is a little more difficult to follow at this point, but thanks to the map, you're able to pick it out. And after about an hour of traveling through the woods itself, you see what looks like a glow off in the distance.
Can I tell what that glow is? Is that the glow of like a fireplace, or I guess not fireplace, but fire?
Roll intelligence.
Shat. Oh, that was almost a one.
You can assume it's probably a campfire of some kind.
Okay. Do you you want some of that fire that's going on over there? Because I sure do. I'm done being cold.
Can I see what's at the fire?
Roll perception. It's hard to make out from this distance, but you do see what looks like the shapes of several figures that seem to be standing around it.
They're standing?
Yeah.
Huh, that don't sound normal. So, I guess we can investigate, not just go over there.
Are you stopping me from doing that? Because she
Yeah,
wants fire.
Yes, I am.
Okay. What? Fire.
Yes, but they're not sitting near the fire, they're standing near the fire. That is a big no-no.
Is it?
If they were cold, they would be huddled next to each other next to the fire, not standing.
Maybe they were just sitting by it and they're all warmed up now and they're like, like when you stick your foot out the blanket when you're really hot. They just kind of like cooling down.
I don't know. I'd rather take caution than rush in.
Fine.
Okay. So you guys want to sneak in and investigate?
Yes.
Okay, roll stealth.
Come on, teddy bear. Hey.
Can't touch this, boy.
Secret agent bear time.
Secret Agent Bear.
Violet, you feel at home here for some strange reason, and it's like every tree is just another spot for you to hide behind. Owie, as you start moving forward, you step on a stick.
Awesome.
But the sound doesn't seem to have been enough to alert anybody's presence, so we continue to move forward. As the two of you get close to the actual camp, you can see the campfire more clearly, and you do see people standing around it. You also see people sitting around it, and there's also others who seem to be just in various places around the camp. There are these large wooden, like, thatch hut type enclosures that you can assume these are their sleeping quarters. Several people seem to be, from what you can tell, because it's getting kind of dark. Looks like
It's
some
getting
of them,
dark.
It looks like some of them are working with furs. You see what seems to be somebody cutting up some meat or something. And again, several of them around the fire. The fire seems to be where most of the people are congregating, trying to keep warm at this point.
Well, I'm gonna take a wild guess that we're out in were territory, that these are wares of different kinds. Can I tell what? Can I make out any of that? And mind you, I don't think she's got too much experience with it, so pretty much I'd be able to tell what a werebear is.
What?
That's probably much.
What is your passive investigation?
Dick? Intelligence is a 1 modifier, whatever that adds up to.
What, 12?
Is it 10 plus 1? Or no? Is it 11?
11 or 12. Okay, yeah, it's not a very hard one anyway. Even though it is dark, what you can tell is there are maybe some weird creatures here. You definitely see some weird bears, like the bears in their giant hulking form. But there's several different people of different races here.
Huh. She's actually going to be notably curious from that, considering she has difficulty maintaining hers. So that they're just existing in bear form.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be new to her.
You do also notice some shifters.
Okay.
Amongst all these groups, or all these people that are out here. So,
what color is the furs of those that are standing here?
brown and black mostly.
Brown and black. Okay.
Is it normal for them to be mingling?
I don't know. I mean, maybe they're just nice to each other. No, we could just ask them.
Do they look friendly? That was hard.
About this time, the two of you, as you're creeping up on the camp, you hear something behind you.
I turn around and look at it.
Behind you is the massive form of this humongous brown werebear. He has a axe slung over his shoulder and apparently has this large bundle of wood underneath his other arm.
Ah. Does he look fluffy?
He's very fluffy. He also looks very pissed.
Hi.
At us or?
Mm-hmm. Let's see. He's going to drop the sticks. Owie. Let's see. I need you to roll a athletics check.
Yippee.
And he's going to beat you as he lifts you up off the ground. What are you doing sneaking through woods?
We're not sneaking. It's just really cold and, I'm huddled.
Looks like sneaking to me.
Well,
Should I assume he sees both of us here, by the way?
Yeah, he kind of looks down as he's holding Owie up in the air, and he looks down. Little one, why is trained elf with you?
Oh, she's my friend. And sorry if we look like we're sneaking. We couldn't really see you guys. Little air towards the caution. But once I could see you guys, I was just about to say hello.
It's not right to sneak around at night.
No, but it can be dangerous to, barrel into something that you may not want to.
He's going to insight you.
She's actually pretty genuine on that one, to be honest.
Yep. Well, he's just trying to see if he can get a general read on you.
Ah, fair enough.
Alright, you seem good enough. Come, join by fire.
It looks warm.
Extremely warm. He picks up his wood again. Come. And he starts
Giggity.
lumbering into the middle of the camp with all of you behind him. Do you follow?
Yes, I will follow.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright. As you
Does he
actually
put me down?
Yeah, he put you down. He put you down and picked his sticks back up. No, actually, he just threw you over his shoulder.
Another question for you.
That's what I assumed.
My hat and jacket, would it be easy to infer that I'm hiding what I am at this point?
Yes, actually, because nobody can actually see your ears or your tail currently.
Okay, because I figured, it's a hat with pockets for the ears, but, there's no way to know for sure that they're actual ears or not.
Right. And as he leads you up toward the fire, it starts getting very warm. This is a very, very nice roaring bonfire that they have. But again, you do notice people of all different races all throughout this place. Several shifters, of course, but there's elves, there's dwarves, there's humans, obviously. Just plethora of people here. And again, you do see a few werebears just walking around in their werebear form.
And that was a gentleman that was talking to us, right?
Yes.
Okay. Excuse me, sir. This is what I understand more territory of the wares. This is quite a hodgepodge. I didn't expect this.
What you mean hodgepodge?
There's a lot of different people here. Actually, kind of cool.
There are wares.
They're all wares.
Curse does not pick who is who. Curse only
It's a
changes
curse?
you.
Oh, I have a lot to learn.
And he nods again and just kind of keeps walking toward the fire. And as you get closer, several of them, notice the two of you coming into camp, and are just kind of eyeing you cautiously. But the large werebear actually does lead you up to the fire eventually, and he kind of grabs a log with one hand and plops it down, and with a and says, "Sit."
Thank you. And as she starts to like really kind of get warm, I would imagine, like, you know, usually in the winter when I'm wearing a hat, your head can kind of start to sweat a little bit, even though that you're really cold. So at this point, she's gonna kind of like take her hat off, dry it out a little bit, kind of get the sweat back off of her, and kind of warm up that way.
And as soon as you take your hat off, several heads just snap to your direction.
Yes. The music stops too.
You start
There's
hearing... Good.
There's music playing?
It was.
You hear underneath the breath of several of them. Actually, I'll say roll perception to see if you can understand what they're saying.
You said perception?
Yes.
You
You hear it. You hear the one word being uttered back and forth, which is Cerebrianaya.
And I've been told those are the ones I'm looking for.
Yes.
Okay. Ooh. You guys know those too. Trying to meet up with them.
The large werebear looks down at you again. Silver fur.
Yes.
Cerebrianaya. Has not been seen for a while. Only few remain.
What happened? Do you know?
You see him lean down to what looks to be a half-elf man, and he kind of whispers in his ear, and the man nods, and he walks off.
The man that he whispered to, does he look scared?
No, he just...
Angry? Scheming?
He looks confused, mostly, but then as soon as the large werebear talks to him, he understands exactly what he has to do.
Okay. Clearly I have no idea what was said, but just gauging the room.
I mean, either one of you could roll, I guess, to see.
I'm not going to get that lucky again.
What do you want? Perception?
Perception, yeah. Well, just barely stealthy enough. Yup, you couldn't hear him, Allie. But this large werebear seems to be standing in front of the fire in front of you two now. Almost to be blocking you from the rest of the tribe.
Is there a problem?
Don't know. Shall see in a moment.
She's going to kind of put her hat back on.
And after a few minutes, you hear a commotion coming from a crowd of these people that are kind of back on the other side of the fire. And you see what looks to be a pair of silver ears that are kind of poking up over the people.
Ooh.
What? Where is she? Where is she? Huh? Is that Violet?
That's me.
As you see an elf man start running towards you. Or, excuse me, not an elf. Shifter.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, sorry. But yeah, a shifter man starts running toward you. He's very wiry, not very big at all. And he's got like just a simple tunic on, and as he runs up to you, he like picks you up off the log with a big hug.
Well, I can't not hug him back now.
And as he's just got you up in the air, he's just like, Violet, Violet, oh, I cannot believe you! Con save?
Con save?
Yeah. Yeah, you managed to pass, but this guy, he's a lot stronger than he looks, for sure.
Similar deceiving strength as she would have.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And
Sorry, I don't know if we've met before. I feel bad for saying that.
He kind of sits you down. Apologies. I am Alexei. I'm your uncle.
Weird.
Okay, I believe him.
Sure. Sure thing, crazy guy.
My uncle?
Yes, I am your mother's brother.
His name was Alexei.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, it's wonderful to see you. I have not seen you since you were a wee cub. It was like this big. He kind of like holds his hands really close together.
I came out looking for the Silver Claw clan here and beat a lot of people.
You found it. This is it. Is he kind of
Actually, really warm.
extremely
glad.
warm? We have built a very nice home here. As he kind of like motions his hands around to everyone.
The gentleman said that there wasn't too many of you guys left. What happened?
No. As he kind of shakes his head. Not too many Sarabanaya left. No. A few die out over time. Inter-clan problems, trying to fight the other wares, you know how it goes. Silver, very rare color.
So it seems. How many are left?
Is he kind of like counting on his fingers? 4?
Wow.
Let's see. Me? You? Oh, and this one! And as he kind of motions behind him, you see a small other little shifter girl that kind of gets pushed out in front, who doesn't look like she's more than 3 or 4.
So she's a little cub.
Mm-hmm. Violet, this Tatiana.
Yana. She little cub. She's so cute.
And not good. Arr. She kind of
Wowzers.
she kind of like ducks back behind her dad's leg. But what brings you to our tribe? This is quite a surprise.
I'm on a little bit of a council run here. I know that they haven't been treating you guys very well.
The music stops again.
Exactly.
Just imagine a record scratch every time you start like saying things that these people are like, wait, what? Oh, with the council. Oh, that would make more sense now.
Kind of been spending my time chasing after what my mom was doing. I've gotten pretty far. At least I think.
That's good. That's good. As he actually starts kind of looking around nervously.
Man, I keep saying the wrong things, don't I?
You can roll insight, I guess, if you want.
Damn it! Hold on, I gotta bring the page up.
Aoi, you can too if you want to. And Aoi, I would say you have advantage on this because you're actually looking for danger.
Alright, now where is my insight?
Jesus Christ!
How many dice?
What?
What?
Dice!
Stop!
Please. Stop!
What is up with that?
Stop!
Stop throwing the dice!
Stop! Put the dice away!
I don't know what's going on. Help me!
Dear Lord!
Are you done?
I only rolled once.
Hey, with all those dice, did she pass the check?
I don't know. I don't know which one's hers. Oh, right. It's on the chat log. Yes, she did. Dear God, there's a nat 20 in there. 2 nat 20s, actually.
Jesus Christ.
And 2 19s, and you rolled 19. So, yeah, Aoi, he looks like he's looking around for something. Like, he's very nervous about someone in the area.
Hello?
Hello?
Wow. It just got really, quiet.
Alexi, I'm guessing by the double silence now I should stop talking.
Probably. We don't want to alert the... It's okay. And about this time, you hear from the backside of the fire. Alert me to what? As striding through the crowd now, you see this massive grayish black skinned orc.
Oh.
Is that a friendly?
Roll insight, I guess.
I don't think I
Okay.
need to.
Here comes like 100 insights.
Just the one.
Thank God.
He has a very imposing demeanor for sure. Whether or not he's a friendly, who knows? I mean, these people are supposed to be nice, but this guy don't look nice. Sergey! As Alexei kind of like walks past the two of you and just kind of strides up to him. Very good to see you. Was the hunt good today? No. We will have to go again in morning.
They're all Russian. I love it.
It will make sense.
It does, but I love it.
What is this talk of silver fur in my camp? It was me. It was just me. Don't worry about the others. Can I get you something? Alexei apparently seems to be kissing this man's ass. For some reason. Is there anything two of you would like to do?
I will... I don't know, I'm fucked up twice now.
I'm following you, Teddy Bear.
Just say hello.
You saying hello to Sergey?
I am.
And you still got your hat up, right?
Yes, I have my hat up right now.
As you stride up to him, and I guess standing next to your uncle, who is, like, basically groveling at this man's feet now, this guy is intimidating. Matter of fact, you should make a wisdom save.
Oh, don't make me do that.
Both of us?
Just Violet, because she approached him.
Good job.
You
It's
managed,
another one of my weaker saves.
you managed to save, though. You do manage to save.
Ooh.
There is this very threatening aura around him that just his mere presence just commands respect, but you're phased by it momentarily, and then you're just like, whoa, no, this guy's not that big. But as he looks down at you, and he just notices, like, the little fake ears on top of your head. I thought you said this one had silver fur. This is nothing more than common shifter.
I'm sorry to be creating quite a stir. Just kind of trying to understand everything. It's my first time that I've been around here.
What brings you here, little one?
Well, for sure, it's kind of getting to know more about shifters in general. Don't get to really see too many of them.
We have plenty here. Half-breed wares is what happens whenever the full-blooded have relations with those who are not cursed. They are, as he kind of sneers over the crowd, and you see several of the shifters kind of shrink back as he looks at them, and he looks back down at you. Lesser.
But they're all together.
As he kind of grunts down towards you again. And Alexei then, like, steps between the two of you. Sergey, she just got here this evening. They were lost in the woods. They just wanted to share our fire. Surely you can just, let them spend the evening, have some fish, have some rest, and then they'll be on their way in the morning. He reaches down and pulls your hat off your head, Violet. Do you oppose?
No.
And as he lifts the ears up, your little bear ears kind of flop down. And you see his eyes grow wide. Sarabrianaya. And a snarl forms across his face. Those large orc tusks just gleaming in the moonlight at this point.
I've heard that a couple times now.
Silver Claw.
Dun dun dun.
Da-da-da.
As he throws your hat in the fire.
That was my favorite hat!
Wow, rude.
It is a gift to the flames now. Alexei! Yes. They are under your watch for the evening, but they are gone in the morning. Certainly, sir. Okay. Anything. Yes, at once. Violet, wait, let's go this way, please.
Okay.
As he kind of ushers you two away from the fire, but to a point that's still warm, but kind of close to one of the huts. Whew. And you have on your arms, so that's good.
That was my favorite hat.
You'll get another one, I'm sure.
But it had the ear pockets and everything.
It was quite cute, but unfortunately, you're lucky to be alive right now. Why did this council send you? I do not understand this.
Well, I mean, Bear, the Silver Claws, I think I pretty much fit in there. Yeah, I mean, kind of all fits in together. I mean, I'm the one that's been pushing and has finally gotten to lift the taxes that have been levied unfairly to a lot of the lower cities and ware communities.
Oh, well, that's good to hear at least. But I'm sure Sergei will be very glad to hear that. But
it's been quite complicated back at the city.
it has seemed that way. A few months ago, we saw large explosions coming from city. Fires burning within walls. I'm not sure what happened.
Well, they didn't have anybody to represent them, so they're making their voices heard. But that's where I want to change things. I know he's pretty big and scary, but I'm here to do what I need to do.
I think you may be fighting uphill battle. Remember how I said not many of you and I exist?
Yes.
There are no more Cerebranaya wares. Only shifters. We are thought to be not as strong as our pure-blooded brothers. So
That seems subjective.
well, it is true. We are not thought to be fit to hold the chieftaindom. I have tried myself before, but it did not go well.
And I'm guessing it was that with that man over there.
You hear somebody off in the distance yell, "He got his ass kicked!" Something like that.
Well, our mama didn't raise a quitter.
No,
I know that for sure.
No, she did not. Since Natalia's defiance in you, you seem stronger than most of us. I don't know, something about you seems different.
Well, I've had quite a few experiences until now.
Well, who knows? Maybe if anyone can stand up to Sergei Blademar, maybe it's you.
I mean, is that what it has to take in order to do what I need to do here?
Well, he is chieftain. So
Well,
yes.
then I need to talk to him. I was sent here to talk to the chieftain.
You don't have plate mail on you, do you?
I don't wear armor.
It's okay, it wouldn't matter anyway. He would rip it from your body. Just, try not to anger him.
Does everything have to be fighting?
Yes, it's a national pastime for us.
I can't argue with that.
We are very fabled huggers.
So am I.
Interesting.
I love hugs.
Did you know there is a sport of hugging?
How does one play this sport?
He points to a large ring that's behind him. It is wrestling!
I mean, that's certainly a type of hugging, I suppose.
To go
I've
in.
been learning all sorts of different ways of hugging.
Interesting. I did not know there were so many ways.
I didn't either.
You will have to tell me sometime. To go into that ring, one gets thrown out. The last one in is the winner.
Is that how people decided he was chieftain? Was he just better at hugging?
Pretty much, yes.
All I know is, as a council person, I need to make amends.
If it is your aim to try and improve our lives here, I am not going to say no. Our defense against the other were creatures, it has been growing thin lately. The werewolves have been trying to push it onto our territory, the were-rats have been trying to break into the city. Sergei has been taking more of a defensive approach, especially since the taxes hit us so hard.
This is really going to come down to fighting, isn't it?
It might. But who knows, maybe you can talk to him. He is an orc
Nobody
after
can
all.
just have a normal conversation, can we?
I mean, he is an orc after all. He's stupid. Wait, I didn't say that. Because he kind of like cowers down.
Why are you cowering?
You kicked my ass again.
You're a pussy, Papa.
I like this kid.
So do I.
I don't know why the women in our family got all the balls. Anyway, you could attempt to talk to him, I suppose. He may not be in the best of moods, but my guest. If you come back in one piece, we have a nice piece of fish for you.
Well, he owes me a hat.
I would not mention the hat. So what would you two like to do?
Follow Violet.
Your input is well appreciated.
It's all you, baby.
I would like to try and roleplay more. I'm following Violet.
Ah, dick. Well,
Listen.
I got the council members to lift taxes, and the council members wanted me to meet with the chieftain and figure out what we can do to repair relationships.
Maybe you can play chess with her. With them.
He doesn't seem like a chess kind of guy to me.
What are you gonna do? Hug it out then?
I have a feeling that that's where this is going to go. Well, since I've heard what's the metaphor? The record stop? Twice now when I've opened my mouth. Should I be worried about a third time here, Alexi?
Probably not. Who knows? Just, keep in mind, he always leads with his right.
He leads in with his right to hug?
Yes, sure thing, kiddo. Yes, he kind of, like, pats you on the head.
Oh, it just seems weird to me. I don't know why you guys aren't all just working together. Gotta be territorial.
Well, you try working with werewolves.
I've never had a chance.
They're a very ornery lot. And where rats, they're fucking weird. Oh, sorry, language. As he kind of like pushes Natalia's ears down. Tatiana, excuse me.
What do you think, Howie? We're gonna have to talk to that guy, aren't we?
Yeah, looks like it.
Well, no reason to be scared, huh? Wouldn't
Always.
really be befitting as a council member, would it?
Or would not be fitting on the silver fur.
One more for the ones in the back?
What? Couldn't hear me?
I said once more for the ones in the back there? The don't be scared when you have silver fur?
I made my attempts. He is chieftain now. There's nothing I can do.
In the other end of this, we don't solve things with weapons, do we? Because I don't want to hit anybody with this.
No
I just
weapons.
want to be friends.
No weapons. He made a story of the fire, but other than that. Oh man, I'm not gonna get to smell anything.
You might need to bear hug people, man.
Pyrus, this isn't gonna be your fight. I guess I'll put her on my back and we're going to the chieftain again.
Okay.
I ain't taking no for an answer.
Alright, so the two of you approach the fire once more. Sergei, who is now sitting on a large log, and there seem to be two, looks like there is an elf woman and a human woman who are kind of, like, leaning up against him, you know, feeding him fish and, you know, cleaning his feet and just, you know, general floozies.
Huh.
Being a total dick chief, huh?
Pretty much. And he's sitting there laughing with some people, and then he notices you two approach. So he's just kind of eyeing you.
So, it's Sergei, right? I'm here to help make amends.
Make amends for what?
Well, I think that we can both agree that the wares haven't been treated so well in the city. I would, I've heard a lot of stories.
We don't care for matters of city. As he kind of waves his hand. All that
Why not?
matters is tribe. Go ahead.
No, you answered it.
Just so that everyone knows, the taxes that have been levied unfairly to everyone have been changed.
He starts clapping, very slow and sarcastically. Wonderful. How does that
And I'm
help
here
us?
now. Well, that's where the other half of this comes in. I'm here to try to figure out what else that the city needs to do to make amends. I was told to meet with the chieftain. I hear that you're the chieftain right now.
I am. And as he stands up again, he dwarfs over both of you.
He does what?
He dwarfs over the two of you.
I thought he said drools. I was like, this fucker covered me again.
Disgusting.
So, let's have a conversation.
We have no need for support from the city. They've done nothing but leave us outside their walls. Call us some great defenders. But don't give us a dime.
Huh? I'd be pretty pissed too if I was told to defend something and not get paid.
The Borgata do nothing but take. They take from all of us. And just expect us to accept it. If we were not fighting wolves and rats and crows, we would be at their gates as soon as we could.
You plan to fight the city then?
No, as he sits back down. We plan to wait as city tears itself apart from within. Then Sarabanaya move in and take city for ourselves.
You're aware that there's a war raging on.
We do not care for wars of Borgata.
I don't think that the war cares for many of anybody.
We have wars of our own, as he pounds the stump that's next to him.
And when you move in to take a fallen city, do you not think the other force is going to stop you?
It would give us better place to fortify. Orcs from north moving south. Giants want to build their own nation, as he does air quotes. And Fae keep pulling our people into their dens of trickery. No, we have enough to worry about here without Borgata getting involved.
And if Brigada were to help?
They won't help.
And why do you say that?
Because they only take. As he drinks from a goblet next to him.
You don't think a council member being on there that's actively trying to support, actively trying to make differences wouldn't make a difference?
Who on council give a shit about us?
I'd have to wonder. I mean, I certainly care.
You are nothing but small shifter. Still curb yourself. Bury even a woman, what could you do?
Barely even a woman's currently serving on said council, so... Yes! There's the music.
Roll a persuasion check.
What am I persuading him of? That wasn't a bad persuasion either. You said that I don't have...
You do not have your advantage.
Okay.
Unless Alwyd were to help you, but she's being quiet, so...
Dicked.
I mean, I can help.
How have they fallen that they allowed small shifter onto council?
Well, small shifter's been busy. Fighting wars. I mean, what's it been? 3 months since we just killed that last general? Right, Howie?
And some days.
And give or take a few days. I'm gonna guess I don't have that beak anymore, as that probably would have deteriorated by now.
No, you still have it.
Is it deteriorating?
No, but it's
Ooh.
back in the garrison.
Okay, so I'm not worried about it. I just looked at my inventory and saw I had it.
Yeah, no, it's back in the garrison.
So let me get that out of my inventory.
That is a trophy, which you guys might want to build a trophy room to your boar.
Second, I'm here to help. I truly am. Here to help the dwarves. Here to help the wares. I'm here to give the people a voice that didn't have it before.
We helping everybody.
He kind of looks you up and down for a moment. And then his eyes kind of widen slightly. Natalia. You see him lean over next to one of the women that's next to him and whisper something to her, and she nods, gets up, and walks away again.
Can I tell the nature of what's going on here this time?
Roll perception if you want to see what he said.
Fuck. Perception. Dicked.
Couldn't hear him.
Well, I don't even think I could hear the fire roaring right now.
Can I try?
You can try if you want.
Oh boy.
Dicked.
Couldn't hear him.
But she can hear the fire.
Yeah, she can definitely hear the fire, that's for sure.
Can we tell where she went? Like where she's heading?
She appears to be heading into one of the huts close toward the back of camp, actually.
Why do I feel like I know where this is going?
Do you?
Better share that info.
My gut's telling me. Depends on what she comes back with.
And as she walks back, Sergei looks over his shoulder. If you are who you say you are, Inga will have insight. And the woman that he sent before is now standing next to a older looking woman who is in her were form.
Okay. Bear, obviously, but...
Yes, bear, obviously, but she seems very
color
frail. Black.
Okay.
But with tinges of gray. Not the silver fur that you have, but she looks older for sure. And as she kind of... The younger woman helps her up to the campfire where all of you are. And she just kind of sniffs around the air.
Sergei, why you bring me from my sleep?
Inga, this little one says she is from the Bergotten Council. If I am not mistaken, she is Natalia's daughter. As you see this old woman suddenly starts to move much more quickly, Violet, and as she kind of rushes up to you, she starts just sniffing all over you with her large bear nose. She
Awkward.
She pulls out one of her claws and she picks a hair from your head.
Ow!
And then she eats it.
Is this how we tell people who they are?
Cerebranaya.
Eating my hair told you that.
You are daughter of our late chieftainess.
Now to clarify, I haven't heard that yet, right?
Nope.
Okay. Chieftainess?
If the music was playing, it would be stopping at this point, too.
Dun dun
Fourth
dun.
time. We're going for a fifth.
Natalia Cerebranaya, the last of the Silver Cross. She was our chieftainess before she ran away. With a Bergatin, if I remember correctly.
Oh, Papa?
As she's kind of like looking you over now, Violet, she's sniffing around you some more and she notices your totem.
Okay.
She reaches down for your hand. Do you allow her?
For my hand or the totem?
For your hand. Your totem's around your wrist.
Okay. I'll give her my hand, but if she's going for the totem, I'm obviously going to stop her.
She goes for your hand, but yes, then she starts to go for the totem. And you pull your hand away.
This means a lot to me.
Claw, the chieftainess. You are connected to the spirit world.
I can't say I know too much about it.
She pokes out a large, bony claw towards you and kind of pokes you in the chest.
She still talks to you.
And Sergei kind of perks up at that.
I'm trying to think how long ago it was since she last talked to me. Was it... only a couple months, right?
Yep, about that.
So 6 months has gone by right now, right? 3 months after we killed the general, and then 3 months that we're in the portal.
No.
I'd say it's only probably been, what, 3.5, 4 months?
It's only been about 3.5. Well, 3.5 months currently, because it's still middle of winter. You guys left Iris's realm just about the time winter was starting.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. We had that time skip too.
Yeah, that's
Time
why.
skipped.
That's why I wanted to,
Well, to me, it's been about 3.5 months, but in reality, it's probably 6.5 months since I've talked to my mom. But I'll look at her and she'll kind of smile at this point, like, yeah, she kind of sends me signals every once in a while. I haven't heard from her in a while. I gotta try to. I want to try to talk to her again at some point.
As the old woman starts cackling, she turns her head over to Sergei.
Natalia's brood comes back for her throne. And you'll sit on it.
Hey, do you hear the record screeching again?
I'm so jealous I can't hear music.
This little one cannot hold the throne. She is but shifter. Only pure-blooded with the curse may hold it.
There you go, calling it a curse again.
It is a curse. Dread curse placed on any who call themselves wearers. Ours not so bad, as we can keep our faculties and learn to control it. But it is a curse all the same. It runs in you too. But your people have adapted it, made it your own.
It certainly made me a lot of friends. I've met a lot of wonderful people. You know, I've got to meet a lot of people here.
She wants...
Host a campfire. Sorry, go ahead.
Sergei, she wants to make a deal.
She will have to prove herself if she wants our support. We leave to hunt in the morning. If you can feed Banquet tomorrow evening, we consider deal.
So, what are we hunting?
Whatever still comes up from the cold. Food is scarce enough as is. Good luck. As he stands up and hobbles off to his tent.
He's old prick.
He's what?
Cock. Penis. Nobody likes him. He's a dick.
Keep hearing. So I just need to bring food back to the camp?
Alexei walks up to you now that Sergei has gone to bed. Yes, we will go and hunt in the morning. I don't know. I don't know what he's expecting, honestly. Maybe I thought kill a few rabbits. Maybe he'll listen to your deal.
Well, I'm gonna have to keep this in mind. I mean, obviously the city can be helpful and send some food if it's that scarce out here.
We are not starving yet, but we are getting close. We cannot eat werewolf. And the fish are hiding in the lake.
Which I'm going to assume at this point Carson is frozen over.
Mm-hmm.
You would think they know about ice fishing.
They're not polar bears.
I'd be interested to see how thick the ice is if we can fish it out. I'd be interested.
You could try. A few of us have made holes. We've been able to get a few fish up, but not many.
What happens when you made the holes? Didn't catch anything?
I mean, there have been a few fish coming out, but not much. Sergei is being too stubborn, I think, with this. He knows that we are on the verge of losing all of our stores.
I think things would probably be different if people just worked together.
I agree. Your mother thought the same thing. She was good at keeping everyone together. If only we could talk to her again.
It sounds like you just told me where things need to be picked back off from then.
The old woman actually smacks Alexei on the head with a stick. Oh, what the fuck?
We can't talk to her again.
She points down to your totem.
She'll kind of like hold it in her hand and with like a warm smile, she's like, I mean, I'd love to talk to her.
You can.
As she reaches her hand out, beckoning for the bracelet around your wrist.
It's. What do you need it for?
You want to talk to her, yes?
Yes.
Then I will need it.
Where is the insight? Ding dong.
She's not lying about that.
No, but is there something more to that statement? Like,
She doesn't seem to be malicious by it, and she
Okay.
definitely seems that she just needs it for some kind of a ritual.
she will slowly hand it over.
And as you ease your hand out, she snatches it from you, and she very quickly wraps it around her staff. And as you see your mother's claw hanging in the moonlight, she starts circling the staff over her head. She just starts chanting something incoherent and starts dancing around the fire. All the people are now backing up from her as she starts doing this weird dance. And this woman is a lot more nimble than she was before, for some reason. And as all of you are watching her spin and twirl and just these weird noises coming out of her bare muzzle, the embers start burning higher into the sky. And Violet, you seem to be entranced by this. You're starting to lose vision of everything around you and focus only on the fire that's in front of you. It's beautiful, burning, dancing, swirling, embers jutting in every direction. It opens and closes and ebbs and flows, and in the middle starts walking towards you a form.
Form, you say?
As you see, standing in front of you, wearing the exact same dress that you have on currently, your mother.
I'll, a very, very warm smile. Hey, Mama.
I'm twitching my fingers and being nervous.
Hello, Malenki Detenius.
It's been so long since I've seen you.
Who is this speaking right now?
Your mother.
Okay, I didn't know if this was the old lady speaking to the mother. Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it?
Yes.
Seems I've been stirring up quite the pot here.
I would say so. It seems you have Sergei on the ropes.
Never told me that you were a chieftainess. Papa never told me either.
You never asked.
It's hard to know the things you don't know, huh?
Of course. Somehow you found your way back to our ancestral lands.
Seems I hold you in pretty high regard here still.
I think it's almost more foolish idol worship at this point. They're barely trying to hold on, and they're not managing too well.
Sounds like food's pretty scarce for him too.
Yes. They don't have long. And I'm afraid that they need a leader that is going to manage to bring them out of this cold.
You know what they say, when things are hard, or when times are hard, being on the defensive doesn't. It sounds like that's kind of what they're doing at this point. Just sitting back and hoping for something to change.
I thought the saying was, when things get hard, the heart gets going.
That's another one of them.
They need someone, Pushka. Who do you think that could be?
Was she giving me that look?
Kind of.
Do you think they'd even listen to me if I tried?
You are my daughter. I think they have to. Our family is strong. My brother, not so much.
Yeah, he's a character.
He's a pussy.
Oh, I hope he can hear that.
No, you can't.
I know. I wish he could, though.
Women in our family are very strong. What do you think? Who do you think wins all the wrestling matches? Where do you think you get it from?
I mean, I just really like hugging people. I don't know. I haven't tried this whole wrestling. Well, I guess I have tried the wrestling thing, haven't I?
I've seen the way you fight. It's a very advanced level of hugging that kind of hurts people.
Thanks for always being there, by the way.
Of course. I'm never too far away. I'm sorry I did not get to stay with you and your father longer than I could have, but I'm at least able to make sure that you are safe. I have Lady Ingo to thank for that.
She's certainly a character of her own.
She's been witch doctor for our clan for years. She's wise, if not a little weird.
Yeah. I was a little hesitant to give her that claw.
She
I
knows.
think it's probably the first time I've let it go.
It is, actually. But she knows what she's doing. I trust her. Trust her more than Sergei.
Are you fine with me having that?
Of course.
With being somebody that I can call on to?
Of course. It's not like I'm doing anything else around here.
I mean, you know, you kind of read those different books, like A Lost Soul or something. I'm not keeping you back, am I?
No, no, no. I am not the lost Malinki the Danish. I am waiting.
What are you waiting for?
When I am needed. And for the day that I can be with you and your father again. But that is not for quite some time.
Papa's been Papa.
Yes, he has.
She kind of like puts her fingers up to her temple.
That man is going to be that of me again.
Is that possible to die again?
You'd be surprised.
Well, if you're fine being my strength, then that makes me happy. I've just been worried. Don't really know much about what I am or what it is that I can do.
What do you want to know?
Hmm? Apparently having silver fur is pretty rare around these parts.
It is. Silver is a element that hurts other rare creatures quite significantly. For it to show up in our bloodline, it is a sign of bravery. We have been blessed, I suppose. Our curse is not that of the others. We've been touched by Hamut himself. To protect
Touched by who?
Bahamut.
Are you saying Bahamut?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought you said Harmut. I was like, who the fuck is Harmut?
Yeah, that's what it sounded at first.
Well, I've butchered that spelling, but... Guess it's hard for me to understand why people would call it a curse.
For some it is. For us, it is a duty.
But I totally see the whole, hurts us. I was cleaning the axe that one day, and I nicked myself, and man, that hurt more than it should have.
Oh, Pushka, you're okay?
That was not pleasant.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Definitely don't turn it on yourself, though. It definitely does things to you.
I've got this new hammer now, so I shouldn't have to nick myself anymore.
Hi! Did your hammer just talk?
Yes!
I'm a goddess! Your hammer's weird.
It was given to me by a goddess that we ran into along the way.
Seems you are already making many stories for yourself, young one.
Love to tell you all about them someday.
Like that very much. I'm never too far away from you, you know. And for what it's worth, I'm not where your strength is coming from. I just protect you every once in a while.
Not?
No. All that's coming from right in there. As she kind of touches you on your chest.
Does she actually have like a presence to her, or is it more ethereal?
There's definitely a presence to her.
Like I can kind of hold her hand,
Yes.
and she will do just that?
You could unite them. And you could save them. The world is going to need someone to protect them, I believe. There is a force working. I can feel it that causes the very gods themselves to shake.
Certainly found myself in a middle of something quite spicy. And we've already been on that one plane.
Yes, I was there. It was very hot.
Yes. Oh. Not a good time to have fur.
Not at all. Please, though, and she'll hug you now at this point. Just take care of yourself. I think you have found good friends, strong allies.
They're okay. They're good people.
They are. And I think what they are fighting for will eventually change the very face of Edoria. They're going to need help. Oh, and tell your father if he's going to fuck that little elf to take me off next time.
To take what? You cut out.
To take me off?
Oh. Wait.
That sounds gross.
I'm kidding. Of course he does. I would kill him if he did that.
So, what you're saying is that those shouldn't be worn. You know.
I mean,
During that stuff.
it's not like I can feel it, but I can see it.
You can see that?
I mean, I can see whatever you see, so yes.
Oh.
Iris in the
So, that's
Iris,
so awkward.
Iris in the back of your head. Oh.
I'll let him know.
I'm kidding. He takes it off every time anyway. I think she's good too.
That's so awkward. Oh, man.
Your father is a good man. Maybe not the strongest, but he does not deserve to sit around waiting for something that he's lost.
So you fine with him,
Of course.
you know?
I see both of you every day. And in a few hundred years, I'll see both of you together again.
At this point, she's gonna kind of like gripping the tight on that hug. And, with a couple tears, like, I miss you.
I miss you too, Puska. And she'll lean down and kiss you on top of your head. Now, as she releases her hug. I think you have an orc's ass to kick in the morning.
I was having a feeling it was getting to that, wasn't it?
Probably. Do well on the hunt. Maybe you'll earn his favor. And if not,
Well, I would love nothing more than to see his ass not be on my throne.
I'll see to it that it's figured out. Sounds like it's a throne that you left for me anyway, so...
He was just waiting for the right person.
I'll get it taken care of.
And she smiles warmly and just kind of tussles your hair as she starts to walk back into the flames.
Think we'll ever see a day where all the wares can not be at odds with each other anymore?
If you can negotiate with a werewolf, please tell me how. Never figured that one out. As she turns and the flames start to engulf her. I love you, Violet.
I love you too.
And she disappears.
And the record breaks again.
And you're standing again next to Inga and Alexi. The hell was that?
Were you there for that?
There for what?
Oh. She said some interesting things.
Ooh.
Mama. You gotta work on your intimidation factor here.
Record skip again.
Even Mama's kind of bagging on you here.
Yeah, I mean, she was strong. Alright, I never could take her. Women in our family are very
don't worry.
strong. He kind of like stares off into space.
Yeah, don't worry. I kind of get that from Papa. He's got a strength about him, but
If anything, I probably wouldn't bring him up to Soke. That might not end well.
Papa?
Yes.
Well, whether or not how well that hunt goes, it sounds like I'm gonna have business with him regardless.
Yep. And I suppose we should be headed to sleep. I can offer you my lodgings if you would like.
That'd be great.
You can sleep with Tatiana. Miss Aoi, as he kind of like slides up to you, Aoi, and like raises his eyebrows.
No.
Cannot blame me for trying.
I'm so sorry, but it'd be pretty cool if you did.
No.
Oh, that's all better now.
Worth it. Had to do it for the beams. You said it was Inaya that was the witch doctor?
Inga.
Inga.
Yep.
INGA or INKA?
INGA.
Okay. Miss Inga, can I have that back?
No! Of course you can!
She hands it back to you, and you notice it actually has 2 more claws on it now.
What?
That's cheating.
There's only the one before, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a few more on here now.
Gifts from the chieftainess.
She nods.
Thank you for making it for me to be able to speak to her.
Of course. Silverfur, there's great destiny around you. Now go, sleep!
And she smacks you on the head.
Ow! You like hitting people with that, don't you?
Gets the point across as she smacks Owie in the bum.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Thank you again.
She nods and kind of shuffles back off to her house. Alexei takes you all to his lodgings. It's very nice for this being, you know, out in the middle of the woods. Again, it's these, like, thatch huts, but there's some furs on the ground. You do notice that on the wall seems to be a werewolf skin. And just laying around the domicile itself, there's several, like, pots and woven baskets and things just to hold, like, provisions. And he does hand you a couple of skins, both of you, that you can lay out.
Okay.
Is there anything you would like to do before the evening's over?
Are you going out hunting with us too?
Who, me? Yeah.
Yeah,
I imagine you are, Owie, but
I shall join as well. I will take Tatiana. It's good for her to learn as well.
well, I just hope you know either way how that hunt's going. Mama wants him off that throne.
Understandable. How do you plan on doing it?
Well, I'd really hope we can just have a nice conversation about it, but
Murder.
not killing him.
As I don't think murder would be the best way to go. Might not sit well with the rest of the clan.
He's a strong man anyway.
Extremely. And we'll say that the two of you lay down for the evening. And you both get a full...
On one condition.
On one condition? Okay.
No, we're just gonna lay down. There ain't no condition.
The little girl, Tatiana, she is getting cuddled.
She is getting cuddled.
Yes.
How old was Tatiana again?
She's like 3 or 4. Which is like 10 or 11 for a shifter.
And as we're kind of rising up early in the morning, like, she's gonna be really, like, kind of blushing at the fact that she would have never taken the bear claw off. I see what you see. Oh no!
Your mom watches you masturbate. Anyway,
Pretty much.
Gross.
in the morning, you all wake up. It's another cold day, but the wind seems to have died down a little bit.
Oh, thank God.
People are moving about all over the place. The camp is bustling with activity. You see, again, in the light, people from all different types of races that are just communing in this one camp. And again, you know why they're here together. But, you know, there are people that seem to be making baskets. There's a few that are cleaning the meager fish that they collected from the morning's fishing trip. Furs that are being cured, and, you know, just typical things that you would see within a woodsy camp.
No, something to just re-clarify. They're different people, all walks of life, but they're all werebears.
Yes, they are all werebears.
Okay.
If they are not werebears, they are shifters. They are werebear shifters.
Okay, but it's all still bear.
Bears,
This isn't like
correct.
a hodgepodge of different were.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. All the werebears congregate together, and you can kind of glean from what Sergei was telling you that the other weres are kind of at war with each other, as well as the other things that they're having to deal with right now. But in the morning, you see Alexei and Tatiana, who have woken up. They have heavy furs on for their trip out. And you see Sergei with a couple of his huntsmen. There's an elf man and Looks to be another human man. That large werebear that you met the evening before. Who you have learned his name is Nikolai. He's with them as well, and then there is another shifter who just kind of seems to be sniveling, following behind Sergei. Well, should be good hunt this morning, I hope. Sergei kind of snorts over towards him.
I want to tell you my plan.
Okay.
And let me know if it's going to work or not.
Okay.
So, I would like to have my speak with animals up, like kind of focus on it before we go. Are there any, like, ravens or birds or anything that are kind of just existing in the area that I could talk to?
I would say roll nature.
Okay. So, I'll give you that nature roll and then explain whether the rest of this is going to work or not. Hey!
Yeah, you see a couple. A couple of blackbirds sitting up in a tree.
And, so, what my plan is, and let me know if I can go through with it. I want to use, one, see if I can negotiate with them to have them help with the hunt, and we'll kind of, like, hook them up with the meals for the day. We get our animals, they get their animal kind of thing.
Okay.
And I'd also like to use the beast sense in order to kind of see what they see if they're willing.
Hey. I was wondering if you still had that or not.
Yes, I have them both. I haven't been able to use the other one. But if this is plausible, that's what I'd like to do.
Let me
To increase my chances of the hunt.
Right, let me look at Beast Sense real quick, because I forgot what it does exactly.
If you're on my sheet,
I've got my spell list here. You touch a willing beast. For the duration of the spell, you can use your action to see through the beast's eyes and ear and hear what it hears, and continue to do so until you use your action to return to your normal senses. It is a ritual spell, and it is concentration up to 1 hour. And I do not believe that
Speak with animals is not concentration.
Yep. So you can talk to them, and if you would like, so you're gonna have to get this bird's attention for 20 minutes though to do all this. Well, you said you're precasting though for.
Yes.
Okay. You're gonna have to get this bird's attention for 10 minutes then.
They're like some crumbs or something from like breakfast that we ate this morning.
There would be like some little crusts of bread that are left over. Roll nature for me real quick though.
I did. I rolled a 19.
Roll another one.
You dick.
It wouldn't be that easy.
You do remember crows like shiny things as well that grabs their attention pretty easily.
I will take out what's shinier, either a silver piece, a gold piece, or like kind of like as my hammer's on my back, I could kind of glean it off of the sun a little bit. Well, what would be shiner, would you say?
Your hammer is definitely very shiny.
All right. I will kind of I'll use my hammer to kind of entice it.
Okay. As you start gleaming your hammer in the sunlight, it kind of shiny. As it like flies onto your back and starts like pecking at it, you can hear Iris in your head. Ow! Damn it! Bird, go away! Show! Show!
She's gonna kind of giggle to herself.
And after about 10 minutes, you have bonded with this crow. You can now see through its eyes whenever you want. For up to an hour.
Hi, buddy. You hungry this morning?
You can't talk to it now because it's worn off at this point.
Oh, okay, I see. I'm going to kind of...
Go ahead.
I'm gonna kind of, like, tear off a little piece of jerky from some of my rations. I'll kind of give it to him,
Okay.
and like, let's go find some more.
Okay.
Whether it can understand me or not, I hope it can
Uh,
get the meaning from.
It gobbles it down. Roll animal handling.
Fuck. Shit.
The crow flies off in some undiscernible direction.
Did I scare it, or is it just...
It appears to have lost interest. But you're still bonded with it, so... Interesting.
Well, as we're walking, I doubt I'm going to entice it with the hammer again. Come back. Do I see anything through where it's flying, like towards any sort of game or?
As you focus in on the crow, roll a perception check.
Yeah, I've already got the nat 1 out of the way.
You do, actually. You see 3 or 4 rabbits, actually, that it's kind of eyeing, wherever it is currently.
Okay. I'll pass on this information to the group. Like, he sees a couple rabbits. Let's, can I tell which way that he left?
Roll survival.
And through his flight, kind of track where he's gone?
Roll survival. Yeah, you can kind of see that he flew probably about west-northwest, kind of following along the banks of the lake just a little bit, and then it goes out more into the woods.
Okay, well then we'll track after and try to snag us some rabbits.
Okay. Sergey kind of looks at you and just... cheap tricks, as he walks off in the other direction with his group. But Alexei, Tatiana, and I'm assuming Aoi also are right behind you.
Alright. Hope you guys are good at hitting something with what you got, because I got a javelin. I don't know if there's going to be much rabbit left if I use this javelin.
I have these. Alexei holds up a hand axe.
We're hunting rabbits with hammers and axes. Alright.
Your friend has a bow.
This is all up to you, Aoi.
Oh, okay.
And once we roll up on them, do we see the rabbits?
You do, actually. The crow seems to be kind of sitting up in the tree just above them. The rabbits don't seem to pay any mind to it.
I will point them out to Aoi, kind of help her keep her eyes trained on them.
Okay. Aoi, with your sharpshooter, you are in range to hit these rabbits.
All right, I'll do that and see what happens.
Okay, roll to hit.
Does he get any help since I'm pointing them out?
That hits.
They don't need it. Never mind.
You have 2 attacks.
Oh yeah. There.
Nice, yeah. You fling 2 arrows at this pack of bunnies, and you hit 2 of them, and the other 2 run away. But the 2 that you hit look like they've dropped down dead.
Nice.
Tatiana is just like, "Ooh, rabbit!" And she like runs up and like starts acting like she's an airplane, and kind of runs up to the rabbits and starts picking the arrows out of them, throws them on the ground. And Alexei looks over at her, Tatiana, don't run away too far. And she kind of giggles and runs off behind a tree.
I'll keep paces with her so that she doesn't get too far out.
Okay.
Are we... Well, no. I'm going to try to call to the bird to see if he'll come close.
Okay.
and I'm gonna try to give him another piece of meat,
Alright, roll animal handling again.
just kind of as a nice find.
Yep, he takes it, enjoys it. It kind of flies up into the tree next to you again. Owie, I need you to roll survival for me. After you've killed the rabbits, you kind of clean them off where the little girl took your arrows out and stuck them in the ground. Obviously, there's a lot of blood from where these things have died, but you're noticing another blood pattern on the ground.
What was the last part? I'm noticing what on the ground?
You're noticing another blood pattern.
Do I see where it's coming from, or like?
It seems to be coming from the south, kind of, or moving south.
It's moving towards the south, or it was coming from the
It's
south?
moving towards the south. It seems to kind of be spread up against some of the trees.
Is it like the spray? Is it a lot, or is it like little?
It almost looks like something had wiped it on there.
So it's like somebody's wounded and they brushed against it as they're moving down south.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay, I let my little teddy bear know what's going on.
Can we surmise from the tracks it's leaving what it could be?
I'll say roll survival again. It's too hard to tell.
Can you at least tell me whether it's small, medium, or large tracks?
They look to be medium tracks. They look to be medium-sized tracks. As to what it is, you can't tell exactly.
Okay. Well, let's go after it. And I'll kind of smile at my bird. I'm like, do you think you can find it?
Ah! As it kind of flies on up ahead. Are you guys... What kind of pace are you keeping to track this thing?
How fresh was the blood?
Let's see. With Owie's survival check, it looks like it was probably about 20 minutes old. 15, 20 minutes old.
You want to do a fast pace? Let's see if we can catch up to it.
I don't think we want to spook it either.
But we don't know what it is. I mean,
We got its tracks. Let's kind of sneak up on it.
Okay.
alright.
Alright, need everybody to roll stealth.
And if Carl finds it, then I'll let you know.
Did you name the crow?
I did. Crow's name is Carl.
I hate you.
Alright, nice,
Hey!
So yeah, the two of you are being extremely sneaky as you're kind of moving through the dead grass and leaves and things on the ground, not really making much noise at all. Carl, I guess the crow, is flying overhead, and he lets out a caw like he thinks he saw something.
Let me look to see what he sees.
He saw some kind of rustling in the bushes.
Can't discern what it was that's making it, though.
Can't see it entirely now.
Okay. But can I tell where he is that he's seeing this?
Yes, still going towards the south. There does seem to be like a small thicket.
Okay. That blood trail, does it look like it's getting more and more intense as it goes?
It does,
or...
actually.
Okay.
Are you getting
I'm
closer to the thicket now?
Yeah, we're gonna keep approaching. Let me know if I can get a clearer sight with that bird or not.
Okay. Roll perception for me real quick.
Fuck.
Still trying to keep an eye. It doesn't see any movement in the bush currently, and you don't notice anything either. But definitely as you get closer and closer to the bush, you do see those blood patterns that seem to be getting more intense.
Okay. Do the tracks it's leaving get more well imprinted?
They do look a little bit more haggard than they did.
Okay. Because I don't want to sit here and try to re-roll to identify the tracks.
Right,
I didn't know
right.
if maybe it was like especially clear now.
Yeah.
I guess it'd be even less clear. But I'll let the group know that we're getting close.
There's something in there for sure. And are you approaching?
How far away are we from it?
Currently, you're probably about 15 feet away from the bush.
Is it in a bush with all its leaves?
Yeah.
Okay. I was about to say, how do I not see in a dead bush?
No, there's leaves on this bush. Yeah.
Okay.
Evergreen bush, I guess.
Oh, you got me backed up.
You crackles. Say that again?
Said you got my back?
Always, Teddy.
Alright. Well, we'll look what's in the bush.
Okay. As you pull back the bushes, as you get closer to it, you notice the blood tracks on the ground appear to have cut back the other direction.
What a dick. These have to be
Back-
super fresh, though.
Back from where we're came from?
Yes. And you hear a blood-curdling scream come out from behind you.
I will dart for it, because I know what that is.
As soon as you turn around, you see Tatiana, who is breathing heavily. Something has her. It's hard to make out what it is, but it looks like a giant black bird itself.
You fuck. This isn't what I think it is.
It's a werebird.
What's got her?
It's wearing what looks like a tattered purple coat.
You fuck.
Has this what looks like part of a broken sword that's held at her throat, and its mouth, which looks to be some kind of a beak, is torn off. At least the bottom part. Its tongue is kind of just hanging out. And it's missing an arm.
Oh. Oh.
You know what this is yet?
I'm 80% sure what it is.
You fuck. I'm going to sprint for her aid.
Okay. Hang on, I gotta get some music.
Oh, do we
I'm
have a
gonna
battle
reset-
map for this.
I'm gonna reset Discord real quick.
Okay.
You dick.
Welcome back. As you see this... can't hear you.
Oh, I didn't talk.
There we go. Okay. Yeah, it flashed. I wasn't sure. As you see this thing that's grabbed Tatiana at this point, she's just screaming like, "No, no, 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 let go of me!" And as it's got this broken blade at her throat, it just kind of looks over at you, and it recognizes you, Violet.
How do I recognize it?
It looks very similar to that whatever that bird man was that was on the airship that climbed into that machine that you threw.
Oh, okay.
And it's with its tongue just kind of hanging out the bottom of its beak. It just kind of...
Your fights with me, buddy?
As he points the knife closer and closer to this girl's throat.
Question. Do I have whatever that stone was on me yet?
I would say yes.
Okay. I'm going to take that out.
Okay.
You, dropped something, if I'm going to guess, was yours.
As he kind of turns the knife towards you.
Do you want it back?
As he throws the girl down to the ground now. I need you two to roll initiative.
We got a battle map for this or no?
Boy.
No map.
Okay. So I'll just give you. And do you want to put a turn order up? I may just toss my token on, or
Nope.
you gonna be able to?
Just do it. I got it. Okay.
So 11.
And he got a 27 because Borg.
Just Blarg. Oh, this is fucked. Dude is pretty high level. This could be interesting.
So... Yeah, he points the blade at you, Violet, and he rushes towards you.
And he what? You're cut out again.
He rushes towards you.
Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna eat this.
So he is calling you out, which means... Though... Is Owie where you... How close is Owie to you, though? That would be the question.
I
walk
mean,
forward, though, right?
I walked forward, but I didn't create that vast of a difference. But if you're wondering about sneak, he more than probably
Okay.
within the range. Unless the other gentleman rushed up with me after seeing his daughter.
He actually rushed up to her, so... After he threw her away,
Okay.
so... 20 to hit.
Wow, what?
Oh, yeah, obviously.
Yep.
That's gonna hurt.
Yep, you're gonna
I
take...
ain't got my bear up.
Yep, you're going to take
Take a full
29
29.
points of piercing damage as this thing rushes towards you with this broken S-Talk and just stabs it right in your neck, Violet.
Does it still retain its +2 being, Well, it wouldn't have mattered. It's only, what, a +2 to hit, so that's an 18. Still would have.
So it hit.
Minus... Not 39. Hold on. Okay. Alrighty.
Alrighty.
That was certainly really good purchase on her.
You're bleeding?
What is bleeding? What percentage is that? New. No, I'm not bleeding.
Okay. Bruised would be the equivalent, but yeah, you got stabbed, so we're just going to say there's blood trickling down your neck currently. And yeah, as he pulls the thing back out, he just kind of like flops his tongue around like... And then just kind of motions with his talon. The one talon he has that's holding that blade is kind of like, come on.
Is he? Is that the end of his?
That is the end for him.
Alright, and then it's me, because, yeah.
Yep.
Well, she will have a large smile on her face and will happily oblige as she shifts.
Okay.
Get this shit back up, because this isn't going to last long.
Your coat rips, your dress tears, and you are now where, Violet?
Fuck, I broke my mother's dress again! Damn it!
Is it completely ripped or just her?
It's torn in various places. However, you do notice that it is built a little bit to accommodate this form, kind of.
Oh.
It was your mother's, after all.
I don't want to, but this is her move. But I'm obviously going to try to grapple him.
Okay.
I don't want to, though, because I know I ain't gonna get him. Oh, having that -1 off of my strength sucks. but
Oh,
give
wow.
you 18.
18? Yeah, that's alright.
He's gonna get out of that though.
Let's see, acrobatics for him, correct?
Yes.
Oh!
No way!
Oh, man! Okay, you got him. As he backs away from you and just kind of flexes his claw to come towards you, you rage out, and as you start rushing towards him, you grab him up in a big bear hug. What do you want to do with him?
I'm gonna powerbomb this motherfucker.
Jump for it. Roll me another athletics check.
Do you even need the advantage?
Roll damage.
That is Grizzly Powerbomb. And I got everything.
Finish him.
That's it?
Wow, I didn't have to do
Damn.
anything.
Well, as we're coming back down, I am going to tombstone him.
As you are meteoring towards the ground, you let out this scream as you plant him like a fucking daisy into the dirt. You hear this crack of bone as his neck is slammed sideways, and you keep just pounding him into the ground, picking him up and just smashing him repeatedly until there's nothing left but a broken pile of bones and feathers.
You could have
Badass.
just yeet him up
Just
and I
eated
would
him
shot.
again.
Yeah.
Throw him into a tree.
What is that? 3, 6, plus 4. That'll live with me. But yeah, after that, she'll kind of go back to her normal form. Just fucker. Stay dead this time. And, she's going to rush to Tatiana at this point.
Yeah, Tatiana's like... Alexi's holding her close currently, and she just kind of like... She looks over at the pile of bones and feathers and just... Stupid turkey!
How does she... Is she, like, mortally wounded, or did he, like, scratch her?
He scratched her neck a little bit, but she looks like she's okay.
Okay, nothing like I need to give her, like, a potion.
Right.
I'm gonna give her a potion.
Okay.
Is it possible to mend the dress where it ripped?
Yeah, you can.
I'll fix Teddy Bear's little ripped dress.
Okay. And she heals for 8. So yeah, she's good. And Aoi, like, as you shrink back down again, Violet, Aoi grabs the pieces of your dress and just kind of presses her hand against it, and this light seems to just envelop the tears and creases and stitches your dress back up perfectly.
That's a lot faster than my suitcase.
Oh yeah, you do have that little mystical suitcase.
You okay, Tatiana?
I don't want to eat poultry tonight.
Can you eat that? Is that okay?
No, I'm not going to eat him.
Don't know if anybody wants to. I don't know. Carson, is that socially does that fall under a form of cannibalism?
I wouldn't say eating kinku would be a good idea. I wouldn't do that. No.
Okay. Okay, we'll go with that. I didn't know where that falls.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that.
Okay. Once I've registered that she's okay, I'm going to, Well, actually, I gotta do something else. What do I roll to see if I keep concentration on...
You got hit, so roll con.
Is it con?
Yeah. No, yeah, you've lost sight of your bird.
Okay. I'm going to rifle through dipshit stuff If he had anything left.
Roll investigation.
Definitely taking that sword. I doubt it could be repaired, but... investigation, you said? God, I got that one out of the way.
You do manage to find a notebook on him.
Alrighty. Rifle through that later.
Two, actually. You find two different notebooks.
Okay. And look at Owie. Well, we're taking him with, because we can finally tell people we found the body.
Oh wait, it doesn't have a beak, does it?
It's got half a
Kind
one.
of.
Can we just take the head, or we have to take the whole body?
I guess we could take the head. Seems a little gruesome for... I mean, there's not he's not much left of him. It's also
We're
hurt. I figured he'd be pretty light.
We're headhunters, bro. We get the head.
You want to do that? You are more than welcome to.
Well, this is a big. How big is his body again?
Not very. I mean, he's a medium-sized creature.
Oh, okay. Just bag him.
Bag and tag with a name that we don't know.
You could probably also get the insignia off his jacket, too. That might,
Yep. We'll grab all of that.
Okay. So you have Blarg's head and Blarg's jacket, his broken S-Talk, and two journals.
Okay. I'm just gonna write all that in a bio, because I ain't gonna hold on to much that long.
One of the journals has the name... Or one of the journals says diary on it. And...
He kept a diary?
Yeah. And
Gay.
the other one has a name written on the inside of it.
Read
the
it.
Lepra vinificus.
Spell that.
Lepra.
Yep.
Veneficus.
Righty.
Is that like a recognizable name or something?
Not to you guys.
Okay.
Well,
Actually,
hunting at this point, or do we go back?
Actually, Owie, because of your connection with the Empire, I will let you roll history. Because
Oh, I get the raw
background-
history.
Yep.
Here we go.
Nat
Give me a good-
Howanadu. Oh.
Nope.
Oh. Okay.
I was off by 10.
So yeah, Alexi's holding her close now. It's just, okay, well, giant bird man. I think we're done with the hunt for today.
Fair enough. It was pretty shocking, wasn't it?
What the hell was that thing?
Something I didn't throw at the wall hard enough, I guess.
Say what?
Long story.
A turkey.
He's a big turkey.
Turkeys, robots, holes in walls. That's a story for another day.
Yeet.
We'll say for the sake of brevity that all of you arrive back at camp with your trophies. And the two rabbits that you killed also. And Sergey and his group appears to have killed a deer.
I beat my ass on the hunt.
Of course we did. What do you have to offer? 2 rabbits? Is that all?
2 rabbits and a dead Norellian soldier.
Oh, what?
So I don't think you can eat the last one.
A what?
Why does the music stop every time? Dead Norellian soldier. I don't know. Well, he must have been kind of up there. The other general that we killed was not too happy losing the 2 birds.
He saved Tatiana, Sergei. There was a strange man out in the woods. He threatened my precious. You saved the little one.
Was that a question or was that a statement that he was making?
He was making a statement.
Okay. It was just your brief pause. I was like, oh, am I supposed to answer that?
Yeah, he's just kind of like thinking to himself.
Okay.
You have shown that you can protect. Perhaps we can talk over supper. As he kind of brushes past you, Violet. You know, he does that thing where he, like, bumps you with his arm as he walks by.
Say talk and then you do that.
As all the others kind of are following him back to where the meat gets processed. Is there anything you two would like to do during the day?
Probably kind of tend to my wounds as best as I can.
Okay. Yeah. Inga.
Because I took a decent hit.
Yeah, Inga will see that you took that big hit. Let's see what she's got here. She's got a couple potions you can use.
Thank God he was mostly dead, Owie, because that was a level 14 motherfucker.
Your character was 14?
I misunderstood where to put him. Blarg was a dick. He was ready to go. I think he had a plus 13 on that.
You recover 17 HP from the potions that she gives you. She kind of rubs a salve on the wound on your neck.
16, because I'm too lazy to do the math. Cool. I'm mostly back to good.
Okay. And we'll say that we will jump to the evening.
Okay.
There is a big celebration going on.
With that rest in time, can I roll like a hit die just to get the rest of that?
Yeah, sure, you can.
Throw a spicy D12 out there. Fuck!
Oh.
Let's call it 2 hit die. Can I roll 2?
Yeah, you can roll 2.
Fuck me, running! Then. Oh, not 9,800. Okay. Fuck it. I'm not rolling another one.
Okay. But yeah, there's this big celebration going on. The deer was actually a very good thing for them to have. That's probably the biggest game that they've caught in weeks. So a lot of people are happy. They're going to eat well tonight. The bonfire gets brought back up again as you two are telling your story of your fight against the Norellians. And everyone seems to be quite enthralled by it. Actually, go ahead and roll performance, I suppose.
Oh, odd.
Just her?
You can help her if you want, so give her advantage.
And just know, like, she will probably tell everything. She is bad at filtering things.
Yeah,
I'll help her.
Yeah, if you're helping her, give her advantage. So.
Oh, you want me to roll another?
Yep. They're mildly impressed. They really don't understand how what you just killed relates to everything, but they get the idea. One of the things that you notice that is going on here with all the celebration is there are a few wrestling matches that have started.
Okay.
One of the matches you see that big werebear Nikolai up against a smaller one, and like this contest of shoves and grapples just start going back and forth until eventually Nikolai picks the guy up and just hooks him out of the ring. And as he... There's like applause just rings out across the camp.
That looks fun.
You think you could do that?
Don't be getting hurt.
Do you think I can do that?
I think judging from the way that you killed that thing today, I'm pretty sure you'll have no problem. Let me restart Discord real quick. Okay. I don't think you would have an issue.
Looks fun. Something else that I want to do really quick though. Where the food stores are, she wants to offer, let's say, she's going to offer 18 of the rations that she's been sitting on. It's
Okay.
like jerky, cured meat.
The young woman that's working as quartermaster over the food stores is very thankful for the stuff that you have provided.
Make sure that more comes in. I promise you.
We are very appreciative of you. Thank you very much.
And, I suppose I gotta head in the ring, don't I?
If you want.
I'll only go in the ring if the one guy. Anyway, we got that talk coming up with him, don't we?
Yeah.
All right. Do the talk.
Okay. As all this celebration's going on, you do see Sergei is talking to his hunting party again, and again more of these young women are just kind of flocking all around them, laughing now. And as the two of you approach him, Alexei is walking behind with Tatiana behind him. He notices you again, and he raises a goblet towards you.
Do I have a goblet in my hand?
Do you?
I don't know, do I?
I don't know, do you?
Yes.
Then you do.
Of apple juice. And I'll kind of like tip it off back to him. The like respectful way. And we'll sit with him. Get this talk rolling.
You're a shit hunter.
I gotta say, I haven't had really that many opportunities to actually go on a real hunt. It's actually kind of fun.
His work is not fun.
I got to meet a pretty cool bird. I named him Carl.
He kind of grunts again. He throws back his goblet and slams it down on the table. You did number on whatever that was that attacked the young one.
I'm very surprised to have seen him around here anyway.
There had been stories of strange bird creature that had ambushed a few werewolves and things over the last few weeks. We had not managed to find him. He was too slippery. Troubling that he was this close to Cap.
Don't need to worry about that anymore.
What do you want?
Well, guess a couple of things. Now knowing that food is a bit of a dilemma. I'm going to be talking with the city to have food regularly sent here. I don't care if it needs to come from my pocket or what. I'll make sure that the people here are eating.
They're eating fine. They're eating plenty tonight, as he motions around to everyone.
That's a nice deer that you got.
It's the biggest we've shot in weeks. We do not need food from Burgata.
Well, there's got to be something that you want from Brigada.
We need nothing from Burgata. If we owe them anything, they just keep taking.
If there's anything that I've gathered, it's the other way around. They owe you.
Which is why they should not keep taking. Yet they do. We do not wish to be in their debt.
Would I, at this point, have a pretty much understanding that nobody in the city feels that way?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I know actions speak louder than words at this point, but I assure you nobody feels that you owe them anything. Really quite the other way around.
We do not see it that way. We do our jobs to survive. We do not do it to help them. Therefore, we do not ask anything from them. Yet they take that as a service from us.
You're talking in the form of taxes. As I've said, I've gotten those diminished. Well, from where they were before. It's, just to say a long story short, there was an imposter that was on the council.
Yes,
Wrecking havoc where nobody understands.
we heard the Grey Lady had perished. She was problematic, but there are still problems on council.
You could say that twice.
And we have no representation either.
I don't know if I can agree with you on that one. She's gonna kind of warmly smile at him. Why do you think I'm here?
Sneers down at you. You're not one of us.
I don't think my mother would think that.
And the music stops.
How many times is that now? 7?
Every time you talk.
Every time. Just don't even start playing the drums anymore.
You are nothing compared to Natalia. You, born of Burgata. You're not true wear. You're nothing more than half-breed mongrel. No better than him, as he points over to Alexei.
I mean, Carson, above game, clearly looking at the pictures, she was not a full wear either.
Yes, she was.
Was she?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's in the eyes, isn't it?
Yep. You have to remember, actual were creatures do not show that they are were creatures on the outside.
But they can still transform.
They can still transform, yes.
Okay, so my issue is the semantics of how I thought it worked.
Yeah. That's why you're seeing all these different races of people around. They don't look like were creatures when they're not in their forms, but they are. So, for instance, Sergey, who is sitting in front of you currently, is a werebear, but he's an orc.
Okay. But he doesn't show signs of being a bear until he
transforms, correct. We have no interest of aid from Bergata. We have no interest of half-breed mutt representing us. You may be her daughter, but you are not one of us.
And how would one change your mind of that? Because you see, she gave me a pretty important task.
She has been dead for years. How would she give you a task?
By speaking to me like she did last night.
Eyes start to narrow at you.
He does that a lot. You should poke it.
So this time it was kind of different when she talked to me. My totem has more claws on it now than it did before. I'm not actually 100% sure what all that means, but
And his eyes...
all I know is it's direct correlation to me speaking with her.
His eyes start to widen as he notices your totem now. That decrepit bitch. She chose you as chieftainess.
Now, let's get something figured out here. Who you're referring to as decrepit bitch?
Inga. As he grits his teeth together.
So he was talking about Inga.
Yes.
Okay, because he about just brought it on. I thought he was talking about my mom. Well, I wouldn't say necessarily she chose as more my mother did.
This will not stand! As he slams the table. No shifter can head the Cerebranaya. You are not worthy.
She seems to think otherwise.
She is not chief of this clan. I am.
And so you would oppose my mother then?
I would oppose any who stand in my way of keeping this group together.
And sitting on the defensive is keeping them together?
That's enough! As he stands up in front of you. If you wish to challenge my rule, you challenge in the ring.
I knew that's where this was going. I knew I was going to end up in there, Carson. Knew it. Hold on, before we do this, let me kiss some dice.
Is there a way to help him in this ring or no?
There will be opportunities for that.
Oh, cool.
Alright.
Give me some darts.
Do not shoot him with darts while we're wrestling. I don't think that's how that works.
As the two of you walk over to the ring, you hear the crowd start chanting. Several of the shifters seem to kind of be eyeing you, and then they immediately slink away as he walks by them.
I'll tell you something, Sergey. You asked me just to go what I wanted. If I had to give you a definite answer, is unity. This hiding, this fear. It's not how I roll. And when I say unity, I'm going to push it towards everything.
You definitely are her daughter. And as
So I'm
he
told.
grows to his massive size. But you're also his too! Roll initiative.
God damn it. Can we say that I grow with him?
Yep.
Since he got to grow? Okay, let me burn another rage.
Now I need you to roll initiative too. And he nat 20. Damn it.
Fuck, I almost did too. it teetered. Oh, dice, please.
Okay, so the way this works is you're wrestling. No weapons, only unarmed attacks if you want to attack that way, and grapples. The trick is to try and get him out of the ring. You can only move him 5 feet at a time because he's going to be contesting your actual movement of him the entire time. Remember, this guy is actually stronger than you.
I figured.
Go for the eyes!
The ring is 15 feet in diameter, so you have to beat him on 3 different checks. Owie, you will have opportunities to assist.
Nice, we're doing a tag team.
Okay, first off, he rolls a 14. I need you to roll an athletics check. 10, he grapples you. And he
I
starts
get
to push
advantage,
you
don't-
5 feet back.
I get my advantage though?
Yeah. Yeah, because you're raged.
Tie?
He's raged also.
Tie goes to-
And he beats you by 1.
You bitch.
Well, he's raged too, so.
How dare he get advantage?
So he pushes you back 5 feet. Nothing! You're nothing more than a weakling! Let's see. Owie, did you roll... You didn't roll initiative?
You want to roll initiative? Okay.
Yep.
I didn't know it was in.
Ooh!
That was so dirt close to a fucking 20.
It was, it really was. It's like right on the edge.
It's like it's sitting on a fucking corner.
Yeah, I know.
It is
Okay,
good.
so Allie, what you can do is, if you want, you can use your action to try and assist Violet in some way. If you want to try and pump the crowd up to give her advantage, if you want to try and toss a potion to her or something, or sleight of hand items to her, anything. You just can't
I
attack
don't-
with your weapon.
Huh. Yeah, I want to pump the crowd up.
Okay. Roll performance. Or wait, no, roll persuasion actually, because this is people persuasion. 16. Yeah, you start to get the crowd cheering. Like several of the shifters start, yeah, wah! Like they start cheering Violet on. Violet, you're going to get a +3 to your next athletics check,
Alright.
and it's your turn.
Alright, let's push this fucker back.
23. 26. Yep, you break his grapple, you chop him across the neck, and you push him back to the middle.
Now, do I get my extra attack as in an extra shove?
Yes, you do.
Okay. Let's keep the momentum. Do I get advantage on that?
Nope. As you try and go and grab him, he blocks you.
Okay. Also to clarify rules on something, being enlarged does not grant me any bonus, does it?
He does.
Oh, I sense something stupid happening. Too bad I can't bonus action it.
Let's see, that is a 17.
17 to hit or 17 to
17 to grapple.
beat?
So yeah, roll athletics, yeah.
No.
You block him, yeah. As he goes to try and grab onto you again, you kick him back with your feet. At this point, it's just two angry bears that are roaring at each other in this ring. Owie, it's your turn again.
I'm gonna. How can I help you? I'm gonna make the. I guess make the crowd cheer harder
Okay.
and taunt the poor gay over there.
Roll persuasion.
Taunts, I lose, he just gets out and bodies Owie.
Yep. So, you hear Tatiana down beside you.
The only thing that's better around here is his ass!
As he is now afflicted with vicious mockery. He has disadvantage on his next hit.
Damn!
Violet, it's your turn.
If I take that potion, I lose my second attack, though, right?
Yes.
Alright. I don't want to beat him with that either. Let's get to shoving.
Oh!
Nice.
He's got disadvantage on this too.
It's what we call wet.
Oh shit!
He nat one, I hope.
Did he double 20 or did he won?
That one!
This is what we call a pro gamer move.
Violet, you pick him up and you just fucking spin him around and toss him over closer to the edge of the ring. He is on the edge right now, and as he stands back up, you definitely have Natalia straight, but you do not have her resolve. He's going to rush at you, and that is.
Wait, what about my second attack?
Oh yeah, you do have your second attack. Okay, go ahead.
I'm going to cackle at him as he does that
Okay.
in an attempt to finish the deed.
All right. 25. Okay. Finish him.
He's gonna get what we like to call in the industry the powered word yeet.
Oh.
Yeah. What is this ring made of? Is it made of wood?
It's made out of wood. It's just several sticks that they put in a circle.
Okay. Because I'm basically gonna and finishing him off, send him through that ring.
Okay. If you pick him up, and Violet, as you raise this guy over your head, you feel a hand on your shoulder. As you see your mother smiling behind you, and she just nods.
And at that point, I will roar out
With this,
and send it.
with this massive roar ringing out throughout the camp, you launch Sergei as far as you can. He lands over in the dirt next to the fire. It's impossible. You're nothing more than a mutt!
A mutt that's in the ring.
As he stands up and he just looks at everyone around him. The crowd just seems to be staring at him. What? What? I am your chief! I have kept you safe for all these years! Hear out from the back of the crowd. You suck!
Yes.
You need to get out of here, mister.
No, I am chief! Alexei walks up to him. No, you will, chief. And now you're exiled. Bye-bye.
Chief of Loser Town.
I think I'm actually going to stop that.
Okay.
Look at you.
And I'm going to kind of look at him as like, what is this about exile?
He's no longer
And
chief.
well, that might be true. I don't think he needs to leave because of that.
Does the
I think
chief-
he's just a good man who's been doing his best.
Does the chieftainess wish it?
She does.
Alright. I leave judgment to you as he backs up. And as Sergei's just kind of sitting there in his were form, still staring at you.
I'm going to actually offer him a hand to help him up.
Pick him up, then. Why would you offer mercy to a rival?
Because I don't see us as either of those. We're all werebears here, aren't we?
So we are. And as you say that, several of them shift out in the crowd, and this loud primal roar gets let out amongst the camp, echoing off into the night as the fire blazes in front of you. The Silver Claws have a new chieftainess.
Yes.
That is where we'll end for tonight.
And the music didn't stop.
Hercules.
I was curious how that fight was gonna work. I was like, I feel
Yeah,
bad about how you could like do nothing, but it's actually really interesting how you did that.
It's not the first time he does it like that. It's pretty cool. I like it.
But yeah, she's not one that would want him exiled.
That was a good play. That might actually help some things later. Red likes that.
What a net 20 though.
Damn, man, those perfect storms.
I'd have kissed the dice before that.